Hey, this is Chris from Rekkid Talk. So I'm introducing my first contest because, of course, we need more contests. So what's the theme of my contest going to be? It's going to be the 7 continents of the world. There'll be some slight redefinitions of what's going to be a continent. Basically, you're going to show a record that goes along with that particular continent. Be creative if you need to. For example, if you don't have an African record, figure something out. Title of a song, title of an album, band, whatever. Figure something out. And the rules are basic. There's all the rules are is you make a video, put it on your YouTube, comment here to tell me that you did so, then you're in. If you can't or don't want to make a video, but you want to type in your entry as a comment, that's cool as well. You'll get in. That's it. Those are the only rules of the contest. There will be one prize that will be randomly determined. Somebody will get a $20 Bandcamp credit, and the winner will just need to provide me an email. And then I'll be able to email them their credit. And then you can go on Bandcamp and buy whatever you want with the $20. You can buy physical product, you can get downloads, I don't care. It'll be your credit to do with as you wish. Deadline for entries is going to be Thursday, July 15th. And I'll make a short video choosing and announcing the winner on Friday, July 16th. So that's basically a month. I think that's sort of standard. All right, so let's get into my choices. So the first continent we're going to consider is North America, but for the purposes of this contest, I'm going to define that as only the United States and Canada. Yes, of course, I know Mexico is part of North America. We'll deal with Mexico in a second. And so I went with a Canadian artist named Neil Young with an album called American Stars and Bars. There it is. So that's my North American entry. Next, we're basically going to do Latin America and the Caribbean. So you'll get Mexico, Central America, South America, and the Caribbean. So you can show a record from Mexico. You can show a record from Nicaragua. Show a record from Paraguay. You could show a record from Jamaica or Cuba. Or in my particular case, I'm going to show a record from St. Lucia. The True Tones combo of St. Lucia. So it's sort of jazzy, calypso-y sort of music. You have sort of the pitons, kind of the big high points on St. Lucia there. You can see from the back that the back of this isn't in great shape. I think those signatures are actually the members of the group. And then we'll show you it's on the World label, which stands for West Indian Recording Label, something like that. This is from 1968. And on the front cover, you can see that, well, I'll show you that this album was Y de Lima of St. Lucia. I looked it up. This is apparently a jeweler, and the Carib travel agency helped out with the expenses for recording this. I think this will make a good thumbnail. True Tones combo of St. Lucia. That's my entry for the Latin America Caribbean category. Next, we'll go with Europe. So, of course, you could do an English record or an Irish record or a Greek record. But in my case, I'm going to do a German record, and I'm going to do the Scorpions, Taken by Force. So this is one of their albums. I think this was 77. I think this was the last one with Uli John Roth on guitar. And we have the, so this is the edited, non-controversial alternate version of the cover. Scorpions have gotten in a lot of trouble over the years for some of their album art choices. So this one is just a pretty generic one of the guys in the band. The Sails of Sharon, my favorite song on this album. They figured it was such a good guitar solo that they would just start the song with the guitar solo. So that's my album from Europe. Africa. If you watch my videos, you've seen me talk about this guy before. I recently reviewed Mdou Mokhtar's latest album, Afrique Victim. This was the album before. The other one of his that I own, Ilana the Creator. So he's from Niger. He's part of the Tuareg people that live in several countries in sort of the Sahel region. The Sahel Sounds record label. Their latest one was on Matador Records. So that's a nice, and I bought that new, so nice and shiny. NPR said Mdou Mokhtar has made the most insane psychedelic guitar album of the 21st century. They have sort of this obi with complimentary things that people said. Next, we're going to do Asia. So I'm going to do a record from South Korea. Don't worry, it's not BTS. It's not Gangnam Style with Psy. No, this is sort of post-South Korean post-rock mixed with sort of traditional South Korean folk instruments. So in a sense, they're kind of the South Korea's version of Sigur Rós. So this is a band called Jambanai, and then the Korean title of the album translates to a hermitage. So that's going to be my record representing the continent of Asia. All right, next we have Australia and Oceania. So this would be, you could have an Australian album, you could have an album from New Zealand, various countries of Oceania, so like Polynesia, Micronesia, Melanesia, so you could show a record from Fiji or Tonga or something like that. Yeah, but I'm going to show an Australian record. So this is In Excess, Shabu Shuba. I got this pretty rough copy used for a couple bucks. Mike Curry wrote his name on it. If you're wondering why I stuck the post-it notes on there, it appears that Mike Curry wrote his social security number on the front of the album. I don't know why, but I don't want you to steal Mike Curry's identity. So there it is. I actually, Listen Like Thieves is actually my favorite In Excess record, but I don't have it on vinyl, so that's why I showed this particular In Excess record. And finally, Antarctica. And you're going, you can't possibly have an album from Antarctica. Andre Previn and the London Symphony Orchestra with Sinfonia Antarctica. So yes, I do. So this was a classical piece that was composed by the British composer Ralph Vaughan Williams, composed in 1951 and 52. Williams was already about 80 years old. I looked him up on Wikipedia. He was literally born in 1872. And I'm also going to cop to the fact that I actually bought this album solely to make this video. I had the idea, but I didn't have anything from Antarctica. And then I saw this for sale from Record Crate. Wasn't very much. So I got it. So that's my Antarctica. And so there you go. And again, so you can do the 7 continents, make your video and tell me about it, or type in your answers. That's all you need to do. One of you is going to get 20 bucks on Bandcamp. And so have fun with it.